Welcome back to Film Recall. Russian Doll stars Natasha Lyonne as Nadia, a video game designer who keeps dying and reliving the same day, which also just so happens to be her 36th birthday. It starts off as a comedy. It's really funny to watch these different circumstances happening to her. She's wondering, since it's her birthday, maybe somebody spiked her drink. She starts to think about it logically of how everybody else would think about it until she realizes, I'm actually reliving the same day. What starts off as a comedy quickly becomes a mystery. It's a mystery, it's a comedy, it's very dramatic, but the writing pulls off each tone perfectly. It's also really self-aware about what the show is. It knows you've seen this before. At a certain point, you're like, maybe you should stop taking the stairs, and about that time, she's saying the same thing. Now, we've seen this done before in Groundhog Day, Before I Fall, Edge of Tomorrow, Happy Death Day. We've definitely seen this concept done before, but I've never seen it done before in a TV series, and this is the perfect format to tell this kind of a story. And each time she dies, we learn a little bit more of what might be happening or what might not be happening. She dies throughout the series, but the way she dies is in unexpected, over the top, and really interesting ways. And you would think that might get boring after 8 episodes of seeing this, but by episode 4, something happens. You meet new characters, new elements are introduced, and it sets the show on a new course that makes episodes 5 through 8 feel different than 1 through 4, and I thought that was a smart way to tackle the show. Now, if you've never seen a show like this where the character keeps dying, it might take a couple of episodes to get used to this, but by the time episode 3 rolls around, you're gonna be hooked. There's enough new elements introduced throughout the series that keeps every single death important, and it keeps the mystery unraveling to make you just want to watch the next episode right away. Russian Doll gets that point across that sometimes something's happened to us in our past and we keep reliving that scenario in our minds, but now she's reliving it in real life. The story takes that theme and makes it a deep story about discovering yourself. It's also funny that she's a video game designer because the point of video games is to keep dying until you beat the game, and now she's having to do that in her real life. What starts off as a really dark comedy, the deeper you go into the show, the more it becomes mysterious, a little suspenseful. It gets darker and more emotional, but the show never forgets that it is a comedy. Natasha Lyonne is incredible. Pitch perfect jokes. This is gonna launch her career even further. I really don't think anybody could have played this role like she does. She makes the show what it is. She always has the right thing to say at the right time, and her sarcasm and everybody else's humor, it's very New York style of humor, and it's perfect for this kind of a show. It gives it a totally different feel than other movies that have done this concept. Amy Poehler helped to write the show, so the jokes come fast, but I was just as caught up with the drama and the unexpected turns that this series takes. Each episode is only 30 minutes. The entire show is only 4 hours long, which is the perfect length. It never overstays its welcome, but it lasts just long enough that you can really feel her struggle. I'm trying not to say a lot about the show because it's a mystery, and I really didn't know anything about it going in, and I think that's the best way to watch this. There's a lot of secrets, and I don't want to spill any of them. I don't want to give anything away. Each episode feels like a puzzle, and now I'm gonna have to rewatch the show just to pick up on different clues, and I actually want to rewatch the show, and that never happens for me. I never just want to get back into a show that I just watched. But Russian Doll is different. It's addicting. It's so easy to binge, and the way each episode ends made me want to immediately jump into the next episode. But it's a show that I'm very excited about, and it's one of my favorite things that I've watched this year. It's one of the best shows I've ever watched on Netflix, and I'm counting down the days for season 2. I'm gonna give Russian Doll a 9 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe for more movie reviews every week.